With me, a special guest joining me from the Provo Courthouse, Jill Harper Smith. This is Michelle MacNeill's niece, and of course, she was in court today for closing arguments. Jill, thank you for being with us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me again.
Jill, what did you make of the defense's argument that the children, Michelle's children, are all lying on their father, that their hatred of him is somehow enough to make all of them band together to frame him for murder?
Well, in my opinion, if I'd already lost one parent, I wouldn't want to lose another one. I mean, I'd be mad and maybe wouldn't talk to them for having an affair, but I wouldn't conjure up some scheme that would take up my life for 6 years just to bury my dad for having an affair. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's the way I took it. But according to Jean Gassara, she said that there was a guy on the front row just buying into the defense hook, line, and sinker, nodding yes to every single thing they said. What were your observations in the courtroom, Jill?
I did notice that guy. I know exactly who Jean is talking about. You know, I've noticed different people taking notes and this and that, and people at the end of the day are going to buy into whatever they want to. I mean, that's the reason this all goes on in the first place. Everyone on a jury is entitled to their own opinion, and we'll have to see how it all pans out in the end.
We are taking your calls to Nancy in Pennsylvania. Hi, Nancy. What's your question?
Hi, Nancy. I just wondered, do you remember the one picture they put up of him with his wife, Michelle, and he's in like a dark suit? He is holding on to her in such a tight, controlling manner. Now, I'm not a body language expert, but I think he always has to be in control. I wonder what you thought about that. And the other thing is, I definitely think he's guilty, but if they find that he's not guilty, Gypsy better make sure that they have no bathtubs in the house, because he may someday want to trade her in for a younger model.
Hey, Nancy in Pennsylvania, she better switch to showers, I think would be a wise move for Gypsy Willis. Let's go to body language expert and jury consultant Susan Constantine joining me out of Orlando. What about that?
Well, you know, I just looked at that picture there, and what I would want to see, because I analyze a lot of these, especially with celebrities. With magazines will call me to analyze, you know, what's really going on. But I didn't see that he was really controlling her. I also saw their heads kind of tilting towards one another, so they looked like they were a couple. I did not see that she was being forced into his proxemics, that he was trying to control. He's actually leaning into her. They both have a very wonderful smile. They seem like they're really enjoying each other, and I think at that moment,
I think this is the shot she's talking about. Justin, could you put that last shot up one more time? In this last shot that we showed, it looks more of what Nancy in Pennsylvania is describing than the others. They don't look too happy right there. That doesn't look like leaning in, all in love, the way the others look.
Oh. Yeah, that's a different photo there.
Yeah.
That's a different photo,
yeah.
Nancy. This one here, you're looking at the face. They look like they've almost just even had an argument, because they have this very disdain look on their mouths. But she's also ahead of him. He's walking behind. That's also significant, too. You know, of course, a lady walks forward, but there's a lot of stress and strain that's in both their faces. There was probably something going on right before they took that, right around that time they took the photo.
Let's go out to